Nobody can make you lose except you. See, we have to take personal responsibility over the victories and the failures that we have in our life. We assume because of our competition we lost, but it's not because of the competition we lost, it's because we failed to prepare for the competition that we lost. See, we can't just go into a battlefield thinking that we're going to win because we have the heart to do so. Sometimes it takes more than heart for us to be able to claim the W. If you truly desire to gain access to the doors that allow you to reign supreme upon the dominion that you are in, you have to be willing to do what it takes behind the scene. The days, the moments, the hours, the minutes, the seconds, all this will determine the results. So your determination have to outmatch those that is in front of you. You have to be willing to say that you want something more, that you want to do more, that you want more out of your life, that you see the future and that you want the future to be a pleasant one. And that means you have to defeat the enemy within. When will a true identity within yourself stand up? When I say true, I mean the person that wants more within, because your false identity, that fake self that's within you, come here. The person that is claiming that he desires more but do nothing for it, the one that stays in the bed and decides on nothing, the one that claims laziness, the one that always makes excuses, the one that tries to run away from opportunities, the one that do not want accountability, the one that lives in misery. You have to let go of self-destructive habits, that self-destructive mindset. You have to be willing to say that I am no longer this person that is going to be my own enemy. When I decide to stay in the bed an extra hour, that's my choice. When I decide not to make my post, that's a choice. When I decide not to do a speech video, that's my choice. When I decide to take a day off from podcasting, that's my choice. And depending on how often those choices pile up will determine the quality of my life. See, we are living the way that we are right now because we have allowed so many bad choices to pile up to be where we are. So now in order for us to transition those bad choices or transition our life into a better place, we gotta start making good ones. Like, what can I do right now? Like, I am grateful for everything that happened in my past because I understand the consequences that came from it. It taught me lessons, but now depending on the lessons that I learned and the actions I take based on it will determine the quality of life that I have. If you truly desire to live a life of quality, you gotta be able to do more than just think about success. You can't just manifest it based off of the books that you read. It takes action in order for you to get to the place that you wanna be. Actions is what transitions us from being the mediocre individuals to being the future heroes. Actions is what made the legends of yesterday become in the position that they are. When you realize that the amazing people like Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Kobe Bryant, Eric Thomas, Anthony Robbins, so on and so forth, got to where they went to because of the actions that they took. They didn't allow the opponents or the situation or the circumstance or the problems to alter them. They did not quiver in fear, but instead they most likely fed off of it. They utilized every single moment, every single situation for their benefit because they was looking for them to rise up through the situation. Every situation is for you, but it depends on what you do with the situation that determines the quality that you get from life. So if you want something more, if you want to do more, if you want more out of your life, you got to be willing to do more. You got to be willing to stand up and say, I am Joshua Dante Barnes, aka Supamann Barnes, the master of the impossible, the man of success. You have to declare what you're going to be in order for you to get there because nobody is going to do it for you. You have to understand that people do not have the power to steal your dreams and goals. The only way that you lose them is by neglecting the things that you do, by allowing their words to remain true in your life, to allow what they think to remain true in your life. It doesn't matter what other people think. If you're doing what you need to do, you can negate the naysayers. You can negate the negativity. As long as you have breath in your body and the ability to continue to go forward, you have not lost. You may have to tap out so that you can preserve your life, so that the victory that you know is coming is going to come. You may have to throw in the towel so that you can be able to survive, to push yourself to the place to where you're going to be. But that does not define you as a loser. What you do next will determine the champion within you. Kingsman.